I'm TV6 meteorologist Eric DeBroca, and here's your latest Weather on Demand forecast. We'll hope you enjoyed today because it's going to be the last warm day for what looks like a very long time in the UP. 70s was common all across the region, especially across the central, and that we had the winds out of the south once again. 74 degrees was our high in Iron Mountain, 72 for Marquette, but notice the wind affecting temperatures down in Manistee and Escanaba, only 64 degrees there. 71 though in Houghton, and not a bad day for late October standards. Winds, this is exactly why we felt warm for the last couple of days. Strong winds right now currently sustained around 11 to as much as 14 out of Ironwood, reporting call from Montnoggin, but 16 from Munising. They are gusting pretty good force tonight. 10 Menominee, 10 Escanaba as well. Planning out your Sunday, we're talking about a big cool down coming, at least one of several I don't want to say Arctic shots, but certainly cooler branches of air coming in from the north, mid-50s by 8 o'clock hour. Notice the rain showers, though, pretty much moving across from west to east. Still southwesterly winds, and that means temperatures won't be all that terribly cold just yet, cooling off to still above average, but not so much 20 to 25 degrees, more like 5 to 10. And today, Saturday, was the fifth 70-degree plus temperature we've had this month. That's pretty remarkable. And so now, yesterday we were 6 degrees above average, but when you factor in yesterday's 26 degrees, we're talking about 6.7 now for the average, which is very warm. And we can make this the warmest October since 1973. We keep going farther and farther back with these records. Currently, haven't dropped a whole lot actually from our high temperatures of the day. 62 for Marquette, now down to 60. Manistee and Escanaba hanging on in the upper 60s across the west. But oh, there are changes coming. You see the blues here, that indicates much cooler air inbound from the west. The front right at the Twin Cities at the moment. You can see that shading here, just the darker greens off to the west there. 57 from the Twin Cities, 64 from Green Bay, still 71 degrees in Chicago. Zooming on in here to the UP, we saw some cloud cover earlier, and actually it did rain a little bit across the far western UP, but not a big deal. Quickly moved off to the north, rather great speed. But now here's the actual front. And notice all the heavy precipitation across Iowa and even down and through Missouri. That will continue to move off to the east under very strong southwesterly flow. Behind that front, though, we're talking about a major cool down that's going to have come in several waves. Here's that main front attached to a very strong area of low pressure. Out ahead of that, winds continue to fire up from the south. And so tracking this line of storms for you out ahead of this front, notice how the rain, pretty much the heaviest, stays off to the south. We will have some rain showers overnight tonight, but the dry air is so much in place that it's going to have a hard time gaining its act together until it moves over to the eastern UP to pick up some moisture from the lakes. And that's going to help to get the rain back together. But notice not a ton of rainfall here forecasted. And putting numbers to what we're going to be seeing here, not a whole lot, say between a tenth to about a quarter of an inch through tomorrow evening. The best is going to be farther south you go, so Ironwood are modeled putting up about a half an inch, but might be a little bit overdone there. And across the east as well, about a quarter of an inch through the rest of Sunday. Then there's more rain coming for Tuesday. This one will be more of a soaker. I'll explain the details here in just a moment. Tonight, showers, though, starting from the west. Temperature ranges there pretty much in the 50s, warmest across the east. Tomorrow, 60s, much cooler day than we saw today. And that is going to be the new trend here, as your TV6 extended forecast will show. Wind still southwesterly, which means there's going to be a hint of no Arctic air anyways at the moment. 60 for Marquette tomorrow, low 60s in the south, and the 50s in the west. Here's your TV6 extended forecast now. Just AM showers on Monday, but that does come back late Monday night, overnight into Tuesday morning. Heavy rain will develop pretty much downstate and move southeast. And that means if you're in the southeast UP, or at least the far eastern portions, that's where you're going to get a good soaking rain. Amounts do taper off as we head farther and farther west. Once we get through that, temperatures, it's going to be a raw day, though, only in the 40s. Wednesday, partly sunny skies, not a bad day, mid to upper 40s. Seasonal for this time of the year, though I don't know if you believe that one after the weather we've had. Cloudy on Thursday, and with a chance of rain and snow showers Friday and Saturday. Some accumulation possible, especially for the highest elevations.